Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. This is my update for Out the Door in 24. So this project is two-pronged. First of all, you're supposed to pick 24 beauty products that you want to use up within 2024. The catch is these are not supposed to stay in your collection after 2024 if you don't finish them up. So these are things that you really need to get out of here. The other side of this project is that each month you are supposed to pick 24 items to declutter from your home. That's a little more challenging for some of us, but the whole point is to try to live a little bit more simply, right? A little more minimalistic. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am going to show you what little progress I have on the beauty items I put into this collection. Surprising considering it's May and this is my first update. You'd think I'd have more to show you, but I don't. And after that, we will get into what I have decluttered for the past few months. So the first thing I have is actually a win, okay? So I had put these two nail polishes in here to finish, and my goal was when I got really low on one, I would mix it into the other. Well, I used each one once, and that was enough to make that happen. There really was not a lot of this left to put into here. So it did not change the shade too much on this one, but this is empty. You can see a window there. I actually used a tiny little funnel and I basically placed them like this, but without the caps, and got everything I could out of here into here. So this is the first item leaving this project. 1 out of 24. All right. The next item I have progress on is this Essie nail top coat. When I started, I made my mark up here, and I have used this twice, and we are now to that mark. That's not a great sign since it's May. I'm going to need to do a lot more with my nails, but progress is progress. I have used this twice, and I think it's good. We're gonna keep at it, but I've used it twice. Next up is my Joa Precision Brow Pencil. I've had this around for way too long. The shade is brunette, and I finally used up the other brow pencil I was using, so this is now my go-to brow pencil. So I will keep using it until it is gone. Unfortunately, I did not make a mark as to how much I had left at the beginning of the project, so I have just made my mark. So at least next time we do an update, we will have this to reference as our May. So from the bottom of the paper to there is how much product I have in that pencil that needs to be used up. Next thing I want to update you on is this Artiste Couture Shameless lip balm lip gloss. I don't know. I think it's actually a plumping gloss. I cannot really see through it, but it does have some little tiny windows in there. I have used this probably the most of all the lippies, and I'm hoping I'm not too far away on it, because when I look down in there, it looks like there's not a lot left. It's just a little too dark for me to actually see through it if I put light through it, but I'm hoping I'm getting there. Next up is my little baby here. This is my Sweet Tart roller from Tarte. It is a perfume roller, I guess. This thing is crazy. No matter how much I use it, it barely shows in the bottle. Like, I still have so much left in here. I did just make my new mark, but I think it's actually a little too high. So I'm going to say we're like right below that second mark here, but it takes forever. I've used this several times since the project started, and that's as much progress as I actually can show you. My next perfume roller has much better progress. So this is from Wet n Wild, and it was from the Crystal Caverns collection. It is Prosperity, and I actually had made a mark on here when I had hoped to do an update earlier in the year, but I am actually all the way down here now. So this one I'm actually getting through. I hope to have this done in the next couple months because it would be nice to get it out of my collection. So I do have one mascara done. This is my second finished item in this project. This is the Ilia mascara in After Midnight. I do enjoy this formula. Not for volume though. If you just want your lashes to show up and look very separated, this is a good mascara for that. Ilia is a clean brand. We don't really need clean beauty, but I did use this for 3 months and that is my limit for mascaras. So it is now out of my collection and it is one more item off the list. So we're down to 22 for the rest of the year. I did start on the Ico Black Magic, and I don't think I'm going to keep this one for the full 3 months. It's a little bit dried out. I have it on today, and can't see too much, can you? So I'm not enjoying this one. I will probably move it out a little faster than 3 months, but I have been using it since the beginning of April. Not every day, but sporadically. I have one more perfume roller in here, and I really can't make a new mark on this. I've only used it a couple times. It may be just below that line, but not a lot of progress here. I've been kind of pushing myself to use up the Wet n Wild roller first and then move into the other two. But yeah. So the last thing I want to show you is my Tarte eyeshadow in the shade Angel Kisses. This is from a holiday collection. I always forget the name. But this was my Pan That palette a couple years ago, and I wanted to use up this shade. So I do believe I've expanded the pan a little. I will try to find a photo and do a comparison for you. I've only used it a few times, but I do think that pan is a little larger. So I'm happy to have some progress to show you. Everything else in the project is mostly lippies. I do also have a highlighter I really haven't touched, but I don't really have enough progress on any of those to show you anything, so we're going to save those for the next time around. Those are my updates. I feel optimistic about some of them. I'm not so sure I'm going to get through the lipsticks, lippies, or maybe this guy, but I'm hopeful. Wish me luck. Let me know if you're doing this project, how are you doing? Also, I'm going to show you the items I have decluttered for each month. So it's supposed to be 24 items a month. So I will show you what I have filmed previously and what I have for this month. And hope you enjoy it. Here are my 24 items that I'm getting rid of in February. And that is kitty number 2 saying hello to you all. So we have an empty box from the Wet n Wild Crystal Cavern collection that came out a few years ago. I was keeping other stuff in there, but I might as well just recycle it. Same thing for 2 advent calendars from last year. We have the Cult Beauty and the Stylevana. These are just the boxes with some crinkly paper inside. Oh yeah, a third one, the 24 Days of Revolve Beauty. That was a fun calendar, but I don't need to keep the box, do I? I've got down in this section a jade roller that's pretty crappy quality, a brush cleaner thing, a silicone brush cleaner. I have 6 suction cups in that little bag. They come with my bath sponges, and I don't need them because I have a hook. That is an empty used moisturizer container that I kept because it was cute. Yeah, I did. Then I have an electric razor that, I probably used once and I really disliked, so that's gonna go. I have one book I read this month, a little blow-up beach ball mini, a shoebox, which has 6 pairs of scissors that cut patterns, and then there's a little fake Valentine's mailbox in there as well. A bag that
came from my work and is going to go back to work, so we can give it to someone else. A little Gude Tama folio, and that's it. That's my 24 items for this month. There are 50 clothing or cloth items that are in this bag going to trashy.io, the trashy bag. Supposedly they keep fabrics out of landfills. Not sure it's true, but you pay $20 for the bag and you will get a $30 gift certificate or credit for different shops. So turning your trash into something better, like one nice item of clothing. Okay, I have 10 books here that I will be donating. I have a bag that's gonna go with them, so that's 11 items. Oh, this is gross. This is a Rare Beauty lip balm, but what the heck is that, you guys? I think it's mold. I don't know what happened, but that clearly needs to leave my life. Sorry about the shakiness. So this liquid shadow needs to go because it's been open for a long time. These two Tony Mollies, they're super old, but I kept them just because they're cute and it's time to let them go. Got a Skittles Littles container I held on for no reason. In here we have 7 eyeshadows and 1 eyelid primer that I technically already got rid of in my declutter, but they're still here, so they need to go. Keeping the Z palette, just getting rid of those. And then I have a bunch of paper from a notebook that no longer relevant. So there we go.
All right, so that was everything basically for Q1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these updates, please let me know in the comments or by giving this video a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you around for my panning journey. And if you're doing this project, let me know so I can go watch your video as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!